first thing that you should be aware of, that only difference between beautiful websites and those that are actually not is design. So tip number 1 will be create beautiful design. In the background of every HTML-based website, you have same thing. You have some buttons, input fields, images, paragraphs or headings. But for beautiful websites, these elements are beautifully designed. I always recommend first create mockup how your website will look like. And for these purposes, you can use software like Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator or anything like that. Even if you are not the most artistic soul, you can always hire a designer to do this job for you, or there are literally millions of websites on the internet that you can use like models for building your own website. So tip number 2 will be learn to analyze existing websites on the internet. If you just click on the right click on any website and select Inspect or Inspect Element, you can see how structure of any website on internet looks like. So you can see how HTML elements are organized, or how CSS or styles have been used for that website. So tip number 3 will be learn CSS. CSS is definitely essential for building websites, and CSS or cascading style sheets is style sheet language that we use to define styles that will change appearance of HTML elements in website. You know, from our project, when we have built that website from scratch, we actually needed to use CSS to change appearance of our elements. So building of websites without CSS is almost impossible. Tip number 4 will be use frameworks. Frameworks are a set of predefined options that you can use to build your projects even quicker or easier. I always recommend free and probably the most popular Bootstrap framework that you can use to build your websites very quickly and easy. So you can use basically anything from Bootstrap, elements like navigations or various buttons or drop-down select lists or anything like that. Bootstrap is free HTML and CSS based framework with optional JavaScript plugins that can be used to create responsive websites. And last tip that I always strongly recommend is build your own projects. Probably the best way to learn HTML or anything is to build your own projects. After only few projects, you will see that you are working easier, quicker, probably with more confidence, and all that will lead you that you will enjoy more in your work. Well, folks, this is all for this course. I hope it was helpful and it wasn't too hard or too boring for you. With the knowledge that you grasped from this course, now you're able to build your own websites, so if you didn't start from today. I hope that we will see you in our future courses, and until then, learn, build, and enjoy.